Okay.
I'm going to go find those goggles.
Okay, hello. All right, so I'm going to be dissecting a deer heart today. Before I get it out, I'm going to make sure I got my safety stuff on. I'm going to put a shirt over this. Don't get my shirt messy. So when you're working with live specimens, or if you're doing any sort of experiments, you want to make sure that you're not dangling jewelry. Whew. I'm gonna wear this to protect myself. Also, you want to make sure you got eye protection. I'm going to use my goggles today. I'm going to use a face mask just to protect my face. There's a dog right here. Okay. Let's cross our fingers and hope that the dog does not eat the heart. Okay. Also going to use some gloves. Woo! And I got my dude here helping me. This is Aiden.
Oh.
He is the one who got the deer heart. He hunted it, and it was your first kill with a bow, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you got a buck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a male deer. How big was it?
That was 8-pointer. It was kind of big. Not really.
Okay. The heart. Connection's unstable. Okay. Woo! Okay, so another thing that you want to do is you want to make sure you're wearing closed toe shoes, because you don't want to drop the blade and like cut your toe or yourself. I'm going to be using this Swiss Army knife today. Drop it. Drop it. It's gross. It's a little chaotic. Woo! Lots of blood. Okay. So typically when we work with specimens in the lab, you don't see blood because it's preserved. Woo. Similar to the, oh, absolutely not. To the human heart. I'm going to put this in the back. So here's our heart right here. So remember, the purpose of the heart is to get nutrients and other oxygen to the rest of our bodies. So the mammalian heart is going to be very similar in all mammals. Up here we have the aorta. So this is the main artery that pumps out blood to your entire body. Right up here, this is going to be one of the upper chambers. So this is the atria right here. This is the left atria. And then over here, we have the right atria. And you can see, it's kind of interesting with the deer heart, about the same size, but the right side of the heart is going to be a lot larger, because that's the side of the heart that pumps it out through the aorta. So it's got to have a lot more muscle on it because the blood's got to go a lot farther. So yeah, let's cut it open. Okay. And it's interesting here, we see the coronary fats from foods and stuff get built up in these arteries out here. You might have heard of like a bypass, and literally what that is they make a new artery and they bypass these already well-established arteries. Okay. So okay, so let's hope that this knife is sharp enough to cut. I actually just got on the left side of the heart. No.
Wouldn't that be the right side of the heart?
So it's actually, yeah, you're right. That is the right side. My bad.
The anterior.
Like a human's laying down flat on the table. So this would be the right side and this would be the left side. So I did say that incorrectly. Actually. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cut it away from myself. Oops, using the wrong side. Okay, there's a lot of muscle here. Heart is literally just one big muscle. Whew. We can start seeing the chambers there. Inside. So maybe it's actually this, because this is the larger side. Whew. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right, so this atria right here. So the blood's going to pour in from the superior and inferior vena cava. I got it correctly? Let's see. And I know that because this is the smaller chamber right here. This is now I'm getting my left and right confused. This is the right ventricle right here. And you can see it's a lot smaller than this left ventricle. Okay. So I'm just going to cut off this piece here so we can see inside of it. Okay, so here you see the ventricle. Ooh. We see these fibers. I don't know if you can see those fibers right there. You see that? So if you open up that heart, those do, these fibers right here, that actually keeps the valve in place so that when blood from the atrium into this ventricle, that it doesn't flow backwards, because that would be really bad if the blood flew backwards. So right there, the white part right there in this human heart model, that's those fibers there. Okay. Coming from the top of your body. So that's going to flow in through this superior vena cava, and it's going to go into the right atria here at the top, this part here. And then, let's see if I can put my finger in there. Are you going to put gloves on?
I got some gloves on.
Oh, okay.
Those didn't fit.
You're going to use those? Or those?
I use them to cut the deer open. So
oh, you do?
They've
Okay.
already got blood on them.
So the blood goes into the top of the right atrium, and then I can put my finger through here so you can see flow through that valve. That's the valve right there that's going to flap closed, and then it goes into the right ventricle. Okay, I can find it here. So there's shit going to